Some of the smartest and kindest people get scared to talk in front of others. And imagine being one of those people too, wanting to share an idea, wanting to join the conversation. But the moment you start talking, heads turn towards you. Your heart starts racing, your palm gets sweaty, and every thought you ever had disappears. That's what social anxiety feels like for so many students every single day. It's not about being weak or dramatic. It isn't about being too shy. Or it's about or it's about a mind that moves so fast that it cares so deeply that even the tiniest moments felt so overwhelmingly big. Social anxiety has nothing to do with their someone's intelligence or their potential. In fact, most people who most experience social anxiety are usually the ones who think the most, feel the most, and notice the most, even if they don't always speak up. And maybe you felt like that too. Maybe you held your breath, hoping that the teacher wouldn't call on you. Maybe you replaced something you said over and over, worrying it sounds weird, sounds a little bit too much. Or maybe you type the message and erase it 10 times because you're scared of what people might react and you might feel like something that is too sensitive. I live that exact feeling every single day. When I started high school, every class felt like entering a room where everyone else already knew the rules and I didn't. Every introduction, even introducing myself or asking a simple question felt like stepping on stage where everyone was watching you. But slowly, through all those shaking hands, skip opportunities, something just instantly clicked like that. Social anxiety doesn't have to be a wall in front of you. It can be a bridge, one that will make you learn to walk across little by little. Students with social anxiety face challenges that most people will never see. They avoid group projects because they're terrified of messing up in front of others. They don't speak in class because the idea of saying the wrong things feels unbearable to overcome. And they stay home from events because the fear of judgment, even from people they trust, just feels too heavy. And when they're constantly called quiet, awkward, shy, and they start believing these labels, even when those labels become barely scratch the surface of who they actually are. But here's something people rarely talk about social anxiety. Social anxiety often comes with strengths, and that they're incredibly powerful that you won't see in anyone's personality. People with social anxiety notice details others completely miss. They notice the slight change in someone's tone. They see when a friend is off, even when they're smiling on the outside. They listen more than they can talk. They take the time to think before they speak, which most people don't do. In a world where so many people rush, interrupt, ignore people, those qualities are unbelievably valuable. They make you a better listener, a more understandable friend, and someone people naturally feels like a safe haven with. And even online, you can see those strengths as well. People shine through online. People with social anxiety don't just post something without thought. They plan, they create, they care about what they share. They want their posts to be meaningful, creative, or at least something that can they feel proud. They the fear pushes them towards creativity. Whenever they realize it or not, their attention to detail become a part of a huge of their personality. People of like the part of the art, the part of their own identity to see who they are. And over time, those small, carefully choice built on confidence. It's not a loud confidence. It's a kind of like where someone starts at like a flat mountain and suddenly they shine and speak perfectly. It's a kind of confidence that actually grows slowly like a seed. And it's the confidence that comes from knowing you tried even when you were scared and you didn't want you to move. From realizing that nothing terrible happens when you spoke up, from understanding that your voice matters even if it shakes. So yes, social anxiety is hard. It can make your body feel so tense you can't move. It makes normal things feel so scary. But it makes you build on the confidence, empathy, creativity, and awareness. It teaches you courage, the real courage. The kind of that comes from doing something even when you're afraid. And that type of courage is far more meaningful than the confidence of someone who's never really been scared at all. So today we talked about the students with social anxiety, what they experience, why this fear doesn't define their ability, and how it can help them grow into people who are thoughtful, intentional, patient, and deeply understood. And what I want more than ever is for you to start seeing social anxiety differently. Not as someone, not as something that's so embarrassing or something that holds you back, but as a part of you that with time can make you stronger, make you more aware, and make you connected to others. So the next time you're about to speak in class or post something or walk into a room and you feel that familiar rush of adrenaline or fear, I want you to remember something. That fear isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you care. It's a sign that you are human. And most importantly, it's a sign that you are growing. Some things we are terrified of becoming. But that those are also the moments that actually define who you are, define and shape you. Social anxiety doesn't have to define you. It pushes you to become a deeper thinker, more compassionate friend, and more aware person, even if you don't see it. The quiet strength inside of you is so powerful, and it will carry you farther than you think. Thank you guys.